Book titles aren't always, but can sometimes be very instructive in terms of copywriting. A book is a brand, right? It's a product with a name, and the name is splashed across the front of the book. And it can help you, number one, see what's in the book, right? But number two, it can help you think about how that book and the information that it contains can change your life for the better. And so a book title can be a great place for copywriting to be practiced. And as copywriters, we have a lot to learn from studying books that have worked, that have endured, that have sold well. And I don't know, something brought me to reflecting on this as I was finishing a book this weekend. And I had this realization that this book and another very similar book have two very different titles. And in their two very different titles, to talk about the same thing, there is a big copywriting lesson, a lesson in emotional copywriting. So with that said, let's dive into my notes. Let's look at these two books and see the lesson that they contain. So on my screen here, I actually have the audiobook covers because I have both of them on audiobook. So one of them is I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. Excellent book on personal finance. I Will Teach You to Be Rich. Another book on making money, earning money, growing rich is Overcoming Underearning by Barbara Stanny. Overcoming Underearning by Barbara Stanny. And we'll look at these in a little bit more detail in a minute here, but I want you to think about this for a second. One of them is I Will Teach You to Be Rich, and one is Overcoming Underearning. And these provoke two different emotions, right? Two very different emotions. I will teach you to be rich. What's being captured there? Overcoming underearning. What's being captured there? Two different emotions, again, talking about the same subject, personal finance, income, making money, right? So the emotional copywriting secret between these two books is that emotion is, for copywriters, you can think of emotion as motion. It is the desire to, or the expression of, moving away from something and towards something, right? You're running away from something negative and you're running towards something positive. You're going from negative to positive, from hell to heaven, from problem to solution. And on either end of that journey, there is emotion captured in that. And when you understand that journey, what's somebody running away from? What's somebody going towards? Why would they buy my product in the context of that? You start to capture the emotional elements, the emotional drivers behind why they're going to make this purchase decision to buy your product, your service. So great products and marketing messages actually capture both. They capture the away from and the towards. And so I Will Teach You to Be Rich. That's what somebody is moving towards, right? It's somebody saying, I can show you how to be rich, which is what people want in personal finance. I want to live a rich life, right? But even in the title and subtitle, actually only from Audible cuts off the full subtitle here, but I Will Teach You to Be Rich, no guilt, no excuses, no BS, right? No guilt, no excuses, no BS, just a six-week program. And so this I Will Teach You to Be Rich, no guilt, that's a negative that we're moving away from. No excuses, that's a negative that we're moving away from. No BS, that's a negative that we're moving away from. So the subtitle captures the negatives that we're moving away from. The title is focused on the positive, right? And there is this emotional journey. And by the way, between the two of these, I Will Teach You to Be Rich is by far a better seller today. Overcoming Underearning has been out for a long time and is a perennial success, but it's not a better seller today. I would say part of this is Ramit Sethi is a much, much better marketer. So it's not like these were split tested between the two of them to figure out which one is the better title, but they they do represent this emotional journey very well. So on the other side, overcoming underearning, that's obviously like the negative, right? If you feel like an underearner, if you feel like you are underearning and you want to overcome that, right? That is moving away from the negative. Overcome your money fears and earn what you deserve. Overcoming underearning, a 5-step plan to a richer life. Okay, so this is all about the title itself captures the negatives, right? But the subtitle, Earn What You Deserve, in like the pre-head copy, a 5-step plan to a richer life, that captures the positive. And so on either side of this, we have the negative that someone is moving away from, the positive that they're moving towards, right? And it's the same journey, the same focus, the same, I won't say general information, but the same topic that both books are focused on. And I think in particular, this is a very interesting example of how different books or different appeals inside a market can appeal to different spots on that spectrum of moving away from negative and towards positive. And so if you want to understand your prospect's emotional motivation, just be ready to ask yourself like 1,000 questions. And obviously that's an exaggeration, right? But ask yourself, what are they moving away from? What are they moving towards? What's the negative in their life that they want to get rid of? What's the positive outcome that they want to achieve? What is the pain that they're experiencing right now? What pleasure are they after? Would they prefer? What dis-ease are they facing right now? And what tranquility can you take them towards? What is the hell state that they don't want to be in at all? And what's the heaven state that represents never having to experience that hell ever again, right? And again, just ask yourself 1,000 questions about this. Just try to capture what that is. Is there an enemy in their market that they're trying to get away from, whose influence they're trying to escape? Is there a friend in their market who they're trying to get on their side or connect with or follow, right? Just what are they moving away from? What are they moving towards? And, don't be afraid to maybe test different messaging. So you can actually, it still works. You can test book covers for clicks on Google display ads. You can test titles on text ads. You can experiment before you release your book, after you release your book, right? You can experiment and see what works. One bonus example, and I'm going to show you how this is the negative and positive, that did use testing to nail down the right title for the book is The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. And this, like the 4-Hour Workweek, is the positive that we're moving towards, right? It's this idea of like, oh, I don't have to work hard, but I can still experience the success of work, right? And in the subtitle here, we have Escape the 9 to 5. Okay, that's moving away from a negative. Live Anywhere, that's both moving away from a negative and moving towards a positive, right? It's a different aspect of this. And Join the New Rich, that's a very positive aspect. So we have a lot of bridging from negative to positive captured in this as well. If you work too much, this is about escaping that and moving towards the positive experience that you're looking for. And all of this does a good job of capturing this emotional copywriting secret. So my call to action for you at the end of this episode, number 1, don't forget to like and subscribe so you get more content like this delivered to you. Number 2, ask yourself how you can use this and even leave it as a comment with this episode. What's your big takeaway or action item that you're going to use on your next piece of writing, including naming a product, adding a subtitle, etc. If you do want to go deeper into copywriting, I have the Emotional Direct Response Copywriting course and High Velocity Copywriting. Those will both be linked in the description. Those are a way to take this just to the next level. And I'm including links to all the books through Amazon, they are referral links, so I get paid if you purchase. But all of that is included in the description with this episode. I'm Roy Furr. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, and I'll catch you again in the next episode. See you soon. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.